Mosasaurs are the most popularized ancient marine reptiles these days. However, researchers have gone back and forth on whether these giant lizards were endotherms or not for years. Recent oxygen isotope analyses of mosasaur fossils could allow new insights into the field. Welcome to the Frontlines of Science. In May 2016, scientists from the University of Alabama published a paper in the journal Palaeontology proposing that mosasaurs were indeed endothermic organisms. The name mosasaur actually applies to a diverse group of marine reptiles from the late Cretaceous period. It is assumed that mosasaurs filled a vacant ecological niche that was previously occupied by the ichthyosaur, which went extinct during the mid-Cretaceous. In order to approximate the temperature of these ancient creatures, researchers used a technique that has previously been used to reconstruct the global climate of the last 5 million years. They analyzed the ratio between O18 and O16 isotopes, the so-called delta O18 value, of the biophosphates contained in the fossils. The temperature dependency of the oxygen isotope ratio can be derived from the fact that water molecules containing the lighter O16 isotope evaporate at slightly lower temperature compared to the heavier water molecules containing the O18 isotope. Oversimplifying things quite a bit, you could say the higher the delta O18 value, the lower the temperature. However, these values are also heavily dependent on the environmental temperatures and the geographical region. To obtain meaningful results, the researchers had to compare the delta O18 values of different fossils found in the same geographical area, representing different species that lived in the late Cretaceous period. Among those species were 3 genera of mosasaurs representing different body sizes: Enchidus, a small poikilothermic fish; Toxocheilus, an ectothermic marine turtle; and Ichthyornis, an endothermic seabird. The average temperature of the poikilothermic Enchidus is assumed to be equal to the average temperature of the surrounding ocean water, and hence provides a baseline temperature for comparison, shown here in light gray. Toxocheilus samples showed a similar average temperature, which would be expected from an ectothermic organism. Values of the endothermic Ichthyornis showed a considerably higher average temperature, as did values of all 3 mosasaur genera, suggesting at least a certain degree of endothermic thermoregulation. While these results seem to fit the proposal nicely, there are still several variables unaccounted for. Water temperatures, for example, are not always constant and can depend on the distance to the shore as well as on the depth of the ocean. Additionally, Ichthyornis as a bird is exposed to the atmosphere and hence to different conditions of evaporation compared to the marine organisms. All the fossils were found in the same geographical area, but any of the creatures could have undergone seasonal wanderings, exposing them to different ocean water temperatures along the trip. Nonetheless, endothermic thermoregulation would have provided the mosasaur with a tremendous evolutionary advantage, not only allowing them to pursue their prey over longer distances, but also opening up larger areas and cooler parts of the ocean for their search of food. Overall, it would make sense, but we might never know for sure how these ancient creatures really lived. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe for future updates from the Frontlines of Science. On February 11, 2016, the Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory, or LIGO in short, published the observation of a signal that could be caused by gravitational waves passing through Earth.